let's talk about why Troy Weaver shouldn't trade the 5th pick. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. It's Memorial Day, by the way, so this will go up Tuesday, but had to hit the gym before it closed. But yeah, man, let's talk about why he shouldn't trade the 5th pick. And I think it's talent there, man. I like them as sure 8-man twins. But first and foremost, right? I feel like you can't just trade the pick because you're trying to rush and win. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I feel a little bit more comfortable about trading the pick if Portland and Houston wasn't trading their picks. And then, it's reported Portland pairing they pick with the Simons guy. Which I don't know why they just don't start the hell over, okay? I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't understand why they just don't start over. But you just can't trade the pick for trading it. And then also your pick devalues because Houston and Portland, and then Houston is reportedly pairing they pick, the 4th pick, with Jalen Green. So I feel like you just can't. The pick is already devalued. Because how many people trying to jump into the top 5, really? Come on, who? And the teams that want to jump up to 5, they're not trying to give up known commodities that you can utilize when you really want. So not only is you getting leftovers. I mean, think about it. The 5th pick, Bojanovic. Let's say they do. I would prefer to kind of keep Bojanovic on the bench. I already explained that as a spark plug. 3rd pick, Jalen Green. 4th pick, Jalen Green, or the 4th pick in Anthony Simons. Come on. Let's be real. So the pick is already devalued, and you don't have to rush to win. I feel like a lot of people feel like, well, the Pistons got to hurry up and get another veteran. They have to. I mean, you can get another veteran and still be losers. What they first and foremost got to get K healthy and up to speed so he can figure it out with Jaden Ivey and Duren. They got to figure out that Duren, Ivey, Cade is their foundation. Once they figure out that that's their foundation and that you can't have a foundation built on something that's not sustainable. You can't build a house on the lake. You know what I'm saying? You can, but I'm just saying you can't build it in the ocean. How about that? Like, you needed to be on some type of solid type of ground. And right now, the ground they trying to build the foundation on, Troy Weaver is really trying to. It seems like he's trying to sabotage them. Like the foundation is getting corroded and getting broken up because he's trying to force Isaiah Stewart to be part of the starting lineup. He's trying to prove a point with Killian Hayes. He's trying to prove a point with Bagley, like he the smartest man in the room. It's not working. It's hurting the stability in how hard your foundation is. Anything that's hurting the core of the foundation of the team, it has to go. That's more important than bringing in another veteran in there. That's way more important. The foundation is being compromised by players that he bringing in. We've seen enough of these RJ Hamptons, Killian Hayes, Marvin Bagleys, James Wiseman. I don't mind keeping Wiseman. Don't get it twisted. He can come off the bench. But we didn't seen enough of that shit, dude. It's hurting our foundation. Killian Hayes was here before. Killian Hayes Stewart was here before Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Duren. They didn't do nothing then, and they not doing nothing now. It's time to let it go. So instead of getting a veteran, it's time to cut the fat, or cut the bullshit out. Get rid of them, or put them to the end of the bench, or put them in the G League, bro. And that's just the honest truth. That's first and foremost. There, guess what? Now your only young players is Wiseman, Cade, Durn, and Ivy. So that makes 4 young players. Now you make room for a guy like Cam Whitmore to grow with them. You can bring him off the bench. You can start him. And guess what? People forgetting. Oh, we need to get a veteran with the 5th pick. You got a bunch of money. There's a bunch of free agents out there that can assist you. You gotta lay it out and get them what they want. You gotta sell them that you're gonna be winners and contenders in Detroit. People forgetting they got a bunch of money this year. But I want to go trade that 5th pick. You saying that people believe in what we building in Detroit, and they don't want to come here because they don't believe in what we building. So we need to trade the 5th pick to force somebody to come to Detroit. And you don't have to. Even if you just tie that money up into 1-year deals and guys you don't really want, let these young guys figure it out. And once they start figuring it out under the right head coach and the right tutelage, they'll start winning. It ain't no race. I mean, we waited this long for a winner. You just not about to throw a winner together like that and go start winning. It don't work that way. They got to find a process, trust it. And I think Cam Whitmore, one of them twins, is pretty good, and develop them. Preferably Cam Whitmore. And that's just what it should be. I don't feel like you gotta, people restless for a winner, but you gotta build it the right way. You gotta rebuild, you gotta build it the right way, and go ahead and trade and draft assets. And the only reason they think about trading them assets because they still believe in Isaiah Stewart and Killian Hayes and back. Ain't nothing to believe in. They not consistent. They can't stay healthy. They hurting the core of the team. Move on. Move on. It's as simple as that. Move on. Come on, man. It's like you 20 years old still believing in the tooth fairy. And I'm just being honest, bro. They doing more. That's the best maneuver they can make this offseason is moving on from those guys. It's the best. Or moving them to the G League or to the very, very end of the bench. I didn't understand exercising their 5th-year options if you wasn't going to trade them. I just didn't understand it. So, this is my opinion on it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, or is it Spotify and Anchor? Sorry. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.